Your creatinine levels are climbing higher every single month. You've cut back on salt. You're drinking more water. You're following your doctor's orders to the letter. Yet those numbers keep rising, inching closer to the danger zone that could mean dialysis, kidney failure, and a complete transformation of everything you know about living normally. What if I told you that the very foods you've been eating every single day, the ones nutritionists have praised for decades as healthy staples, are quietly destroying your kidney function right now, at this very moment, as you read these words? The Centers for Disease Control reports something that should terrify anyone over 50. Kidney disease affects 1 in 7 American adults. That's approximately 37 million people walking around with compromised kidney function, often eating foods that accelerate their kidney decline without ever realizing the connection. Many of these people discover the damage only when it's too late to reverse it, when their creatinine has spiked so high that their only options are dialysis or transplant. The silent nature of kidney disease means you could be losing filtration capacity right now without feeling anything beyond occasional fatigue or mild swelling. Here's what breaks my heart. Most people believe that whole grains are universally healthy, that they should form the foundation of every meal. The USDA food pyramid emphasized grains for decades. Every nutrition guideline you've ever read probably praised whole grains as superior to refined grains. And for people with healthy kidneys, that advice is absolutely correct. But if you're managing kidney problems, especially if you've been told about protein in your urine or elevated creatinine levels, some grains that health experts celebrate as nutritional superstars could actually be quietly damaging your kidneys without you even realizing it. The relationship between grains and kidney health is far more nuanced than most people understand. Grains contain varying amounts of phosphorus, potassium, and protein. When your kidneys are healthy, they process these nutrients efficiently without any problems. But when your kidneys are damaged, these same minerals and proteins can build up in your blood, causing complications that range from uncomfortable to genuinely life-threatening. Understanding which grains support your kidney health and which ones create serious problems is absolutely essential for managing your condition effectively and protecting your remaining kidney function. Today, I'm revealing the 3 grains that are sabotaging your creatinine levels and destroying your kidney function, along with the 3 kidney-safe alternatives that could actually help stabilize your numbers and protect your filtering capacity. This isn't theory or speculation. This is based on solid research from institutions like the Journal of Renal Nutrition and the American Association of Kidney Patients. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which grains to eliminate immediately and which ones to stock in your pantry instead. Let me start with the 3 dangerous grains that are wreaking havoc on your kidneys. The first one might shock you because it's been promoted as the healthy alternative for decades. Brown rice has been celebrated as the nutritious choice, the smart swap that health-conscious people make instead of eating white rice. It's higher in fiber, packed with vitamins and minerals, featured prominently in every healthy eating plan you've ever seen. Nutritionists recommend it constantly. Health experts praise it endlessly. But for kidney patients, brown rice presents some genuinely serious challenges that completely outweigh any nutritional benefits it might offer. Brown rice contains significantly more phosphorus than white rice, approximately 150 milligrams per cup compared to just 68 milligrams in white rice. This difference might seem small at first glance, but it compounds rapidly when you're working with tight daily phosphorus limits. If you're in stage 3 or 4 kidney disease with an 800 to 1,000 milligram daily phosphorus restriction, eating brown rice at every meal could easily push you over your safe limit. When phosphorus accumulates in your bloodstream because your damaged kidneys can't filter it effectively, it pulls calcium from your bones and deposits in your blood vessels, causing cardiovascular damage on top of your existing kidney problems. Brown rice is also considerably higher in potassium, containing approximately 150 milligrams per cup compared to just 55 milligrams in white rice. While this difference appears modest, It adds up incredibly quickly when you're managing a 2,000 milligram daily potassium restriction. Choosing brown rice instead of white rice at breakfast, lunch, and dinner could push you dangerously over your limit. High potassium levels cause irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. Your damaged kidneys simply cannot eliminate excess potassium efficiently enough to keep you safe. But there's another concern that most people don't know about, and it's genuinely frightening. Brown rice contains significantly more naturally occurring arsenic than white rice because arsenic concentrates in the outer bran layer that gets removed when making white rice. Arsenic is a heavy metal that occurs naturally in soil and water, and rice plants absorb it more readily than other crops. For people with healthy kidneys, the body can eliminate this arsenic efficiently without problems. But when your kidneys are compromised, arsenic accumulates more easily in your tissues, potentially causing additional kidney damage on top of what you're already dealing with. Long-term arsenic exposure has been directly linked to increased cancer risk, cardiovascular disease, and progressive kidney damage. When your kidneys are already struggling just to maintain basic function, adding arsenic exposure on top of everything else is simply not acceptable. If you're in stage 1 or 2 kidney disease with normal lab values, you might handle small portions of brown rice occasionally, perhaps half a cup once or twice weekly. But in stage 3 and beyond, white rice becomes the dramatically smarter choice because it's significantly lower in phosphorus, potassium, and arsenic. The second dangerous grain that's destroying your kidney function is whole wheat bread. Like brown rice, whole wheat bread has been heavily promoted as the healthy choice for decades. It's higher in fiber, keeps you feeling fuller longer, provides more nutrients than white bread, and every nutritionist has probably told you to choose whole wheat over white. But for kidney patients, whole wheat products create serious problems that you need to understand immediately. One slice of whole wheat bread contains approximately 70 milligrams of phosphorus and 80 milligrams of potassium. Eat 2 slices for a sandwich, and you've consumed 140 milligrams of phosphorus and 160 milligrams of potassium just from bread alone. Have toast at breakfast and a sandwich at lunch, and you're looking at 280 milligrams of phosphorus from bread before you've even touched your protein sources. For someone in stage 4 kidney disease on an 800 to 1,000 milligram daily phosphorus limit, that's more than 25% of your entire day's allowance spent on bread. When you consider that you also need protein from fish, chicken, eggs, or other sources, all of which contain phosphorus, spending a quarter of your phosphorus budget on bread simply doesn't make nutritional sense. Many renal dietitians recommend choosing lower phosphorus breads and using your limited phosphorus budget on more nutritious foods like small portions of fish or chicken that provide high-quality protein and essential fatty acids. Bread provides primarily carbohydrates and calories without giving you the high-quality protein or essential nutrients your body desperately needs. From a nutritional strategy standpoint, spending your precious phosphorus budget on bread instead of nutrient-dense foods is a mistake that could accelerate your kidney decline. The fiber in whole wheat bread doesn't provide enough benefit to justify the phosphorus and potassium load it places on your already struggling kidneys. White bread, while less trendy and fashionable, actually serves your kidneys far better by providing carbohydrate energy without overwhelming your system with minerals you can't process effectively. The third dangerous grain that's sabotaging your creatinine levels is quinoa. Quinoa has been called a superfood by countless health magazines and cooking shows. It's a complete protein containing all essential amino acids. It's gluten-free, high in fiber, packed with vitamins and minerals, featured in trendy restaurants and health food stores everywhere. Those same qualities that make it extraordinarily healthy for people with normal kidney function make it genuinely problematic for kidney patients. 1 cup of cooked quinoa contains approximately 280 milligrams of phosphorus and 318 milligrams of potassium. These levels are dramatically higher than what you get from white rice or white pasta. For someone managing kidney disease with mineral restrictions, quinoa creates an immediate burden that your damaged kidneys struggle to handle. The phosphorus content alone makes quinoa a poor choice when you're trying to protect remaining kidney function. More concerning is quinoa's protein content. 1 cup contains 8 grams of protein, which sounds modest until you understand the impact on damaged kidneys. For kidney patients, especially those with proteinuria, excessive protein intake increases glomerular filtration pressure, forcing damaged kidney filters to work exponentially harder. Think of it like forcing water through a damaged screen at extremely high pressure. The harder you push, the more damage you cause to structures that are already compromised. This accelerated pressure damages your filtering units and worsens protein leakage into your urine. While moderate protein is absolutely necessary for maintaining muscle mass and overall health, getting too much protein from grains isn't ideal because you want to reserve your protein budget for high-quality sources like small portions of fish or poultry that provide essential amino acids in better ratios than plant proteins can offer. If you're in stage 1 or 2 kidney disease with completely normal lab values, small portions of quinoa occasionally might be acceptable, perhaps 1/3 of a cup once or twice weekly. But in stage 3 and beyond, quinoa's high mineral and protein content make it a genuinely poor choice that could accelerate your kidney decline. The trendy superfood status doesn't change the basic chemistry of what quinoa does inside your damaged kidneys. Now let me reveal the 3 kidney-safe grains that actually support your health instead of destroying it. The first safe grain is white rice, and I know this goes against everything you've been told about nutrition. White rice gets a terrible reputation in mainstream nutrition circles, dismissed as nutritionally empty and inferior to brown rice. But for kidney health, white rice is actually an excellent choice that could help protect your remaining kidney function. White rice contains just 68 milligrams of phosphorus per cup compared to 150 milligrams in brown rice. It provides only 55 milligrams of potassium per cup compared to 150 milligrams in brown rice. These dramatically lower mineral levels mean you can enjoy comfortable portions without stressing your kidneys or pushing yourself over your daily limits. White rice helps you feel satisfied and full while providing steady energy without overwhelming your filtering capacity. White rice is also remarkably low in protein at just 4 grams per cup, which helps you control overall protein intake while still satisfying your body's need for carbohydrate energy. This allows you to reserve your protein budget for higher quality sources that provide essential amino acids your body needs for maintaining muscle mass and supporting immune function. Research published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found something remarkable. Diets emphasizing lower phosphorus grains like white rice were associated with better phosphorus control in chronic kidney disease patients. The study compared patients eating primarily whole grains versus those eating primarily refined grains like white rice. The refined grain group demonstrated better mineral control and significantly slower disease progression over the study period. This isn't just theory. This is documented evidence that white rice protects kidney function better than the whole grains that conventional nutrition wisdom celebrates. For all stages of kidney disease, white rice is appropriate and safe. Portion sizes should align with your overall carbohydrate and calorie needs, but the mineral content remains manageable across all disease stages. Even dialysis patients can typically enjoy white rice freely, which makes it an invaluable staple for long-term kidney health management. The second kidney-safe grain is white pasta. Like white rice, white pasta often gets criticized heavily in mainstream nutrition advice. People assume it's unhealthy, nutritionally empty, something to avoid in favor of whole, wheat alternatives. But for kidney patients, white pasta is actually a smart choice that supports rather than sabotages your health. Sometimes what's considered less healthy for the general population is exactly what you need when managing kidney disease. Cooked white pasta is exceptionally gentle on kidneys. It's naturally low in the minerals and protein that strain kidney function, making it one of the safest and easiest carbohydrate choices for people with kidney concerns. It helps you stay full and satisfied without overloading your kidneys with phosphorus or potassium that damaged filtering units struggle to eliminate. The American Association of Kidney Patients specifically recommends white pasta as a kidney-friendly staple for people managing phosphorus and potassium restrictions. It's one of the very few grain products that gets a universal green light across all kidney disease stages. White pasta contains approximately 60 milligrams of phosphorus per cup compared to 130 milligrams in whole wheat pasta. That's more than double the phosphorus load from choosing whole wheat instead of white. The potassium content follows a similar pattern, with white pasta providing significantly less potassium than whole wheat varieties. For all stages of kidney disease, white pasta is appropriate and safe. Adjust portions based on your overall carbohydrate needs and calorie goals, but the mineral profile remains kidney-friendly regardless of your disease stage. This consistency makes white pasta remarkably valuable for meal planning when you're trying to protect kidney function while still enjoying satisfying normal meals. The third kidney-safe grain that deserves a permanent place in your pantry is couscous. Couscous is actually a tiny pasta made from semolina wheat rather than a true grain, but it functions like a grain in your diet. It cooks in just 5 minutes, making it incredibly convenient for busy weeknights when you need something quick and easy. More importantly, it's relatively low in phosphorus and potassium compared to other grain options you might consider. Cooked couscous is gentle on kidneys and remarkably easy to prepare, making it an excellent choice for most people with kidney concerns. It's light, highly digestible, and fits beautifully into a kidney-friendly eating plan without adding extra strain to your filtering system. Couscous has a light, fluffy texture that's satisfying without feeling heavy or overwhelming after meals. It works beautifully as a base for stews, mixed with roasted vegetables, or served as a simple side dish alongside protein. Its neutral flavor makes it incredibly versatile for various cuisines and preparation methods. For stages 1 through 3 kidney disease, couscous is an excellent choice that you can enjoy regularly. Even in stage 4, it's typically appropriate with normal portion control and mindful eating. The mineral content is low enough that most kidney patients can enjoy couscous without significant concern about pushing over their daily limits. The Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes grains like couscous, has been associated with better outcomes in chronic kidney disease patients, according to research published in Clinical Kidney Journal. The study found that patients following a Mediterranean-style eating pattern demonstrated slower kidney function decline and better cardiovascular health compared to those following other dietary patterns. This suggests that the overall eating pattern matters tremendously, and couscous fits perfectly into a kidney-protective approach. Now let me give you practical strategies for making these changes without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. Start by clearing your pantry of brown rice, whole wheat bread, and quinoa. Don't keep them around thinking you'll eat them occasionally. When you're hungry and looking for something quick, you'll reach for what's available. Remove the temptation completely by eliminating these kidney-damaging grains from your home. Stock your pantry with white rice, white pasta, and couscous instead. Buy several varieties so you don't get bored. Get white basmati rice for its aromatic flavor, white jasmine rice for Asian-inspired dishes, and regular long-grain white rice for everyday meals. Purchase different pasta shapes like penne, spaghetti, and shells so you can vary your meals throughout the week. Keep both regular couscous and Israeli couscous on hand for different textures and presentations. Make white rice taste amazing by cooking it with aromatics instead of plain water. Add a bay leaf and a strip of lemon peel to the cooking water. The rice absorbs subtle flavors that make it taste sophisticated and special without adding any problematic minerals. Remove the bay leaf and lemon peel before serving. You can also cook rice in low-sodium vegetable or chicken broth for added flavor without mineral overload. Transform plain white pasta into something special with simple techniques that don't add phosphorus or potassium. After draining cooked pasta, return it to the hot pot with a tablespoon of reserved cooking water, a small amount of olive oil, and generous amounts of cracked black pepper. Toss vigorously until the starchy cooking water creates a light sauce that coats every strand beautifully. This classic Italian technique called pasta aglio e olio is naturally kidney-friendly and absolutely delicious. Make couscous extraordinary by cooking it in low-sodium vegetable broth instead of plain water. After it absorbs the liquid and fluffs up, stir in chopped fresh mint and a squeeze of lemon juice. The mint adds refreshing brightness, while the lemon provides acidity that enhances all the flavors. Together, they transform simple couscous into something that tastes restaurant quality while remaining completely kidney-safe. Managing kidney disease through diet requires knowledge and strategy, but it doesn't mean sacrificing satisfaction or flavor. You can still enjoy delicious, satisfying meals that feel normal and familiar once you understand which grains support your health. This information complements but never replaces personalized guidance from your doctor or renal dietitian. Your kidneys work tirelessly every single day, filtering approximately 50 gallons of blood and removing waste products. They deserve your attention, care, and the right nutritional support. By eliminating the 3 dangerous grains sabotaging your creatinine and embracing the 3 kidney-safe alternatives, you're giving your kidneys exactly what they need to maintain function. Small changes compound into remarkable differences over time. Swapping brown rice for white rice at every meal, choosing white bread instead of whole wheat, replacing quinoa with white pasta or couscous. These simple substitutions could be the difference between stable kidney function and progressive decline toward dialysis. Every meal is an opportunity to either protect or damage your kidneys. The choice is always yours, and now you have the knowledge to choose wisely. Your creatinine numbers don't have to keep climbing higher every month. Your kidney function doesn't have to continue declining relentlessly. By making informed choices about the grains you eat every single day, you can take control of your kidney health and potentially stabilize or even improve your situation. Start today with the very next meal you eat. Choose white rice, white pasta, or couscous instead of brown rice, whole wheat, or quinoa. Watch your body respond with better energy, less swelling, more stable labs, and kidneys that finally have the support they desperately need to function properly. Let me share something that might change your perspective on these grain choices forever. I've worked with kidney patients who made this simple swap from whole grains to refined grains and experienced results that shocked their doctors. One patient came to me with stage 3 kidney disease and creatinine levels that had been climbing steadily for 2 years. She was eating whole grains at every meal, choosing brown rice over white, always picking whole wheat bread. Within 6 weeks of switching to white rice, white pasta, and white bread, her creatinine levels stabilized for the first time in 2 years. Within 3 months, they actually dropped slightly. Her nephrologist was astonished because patients at her stage typically show continued decline, not improvement. The difference was entirely attributable to reducing the phosphorus and potassium load from all those whole grains. Another patient had been experiencing persistent ankle swelling and fatigue that made it difficult to work full days. When we eliminated brown rice, whole wheat products, and quinoa from his diet and replaced them with white rice, white pasta, and couscous, the swelling reduced noticeably within 2 weeks. His energy improved dramatically. He told me he felt like a fog had lifted that he hadn't even realized was there. These aren't isolated cases. This is what happens when you stop forcing your damaged kidneys to process mineral loads they can't handle. Your body responds quickly when you remove the obstacles. The changes you make today create benefits you'll notice within days or weeks. Think about what's at stake here. Every meal either moves you closer to dialysis or further from it. Every grain choice either protects your kidney function or accelerates its decline. The brown rice, whole wheat bread, and quinoa that nutritionists recommend for healthy people are actively harming you. The white rice, white pasta, and couscous that conventional wisdom dismisses are actually protecting your life. I want you to imagine your life 6 months from now. Imagine your next lab results showing stable or improved creatinine instead of climbing numbers. Imagine your doctor's surprise when your kidney function holds steady. Imagine waking up with more energy, less swelling, clearer thinking, and confidence that you're actively protecting your kidneys instead of passively watching them fail. All of that is possible when you make the grain swaps I've outlined today. White rice instead of brown, white pasta instead of whole wheat, couscous instead of quinoa. These simple substitutions could save your kidney function and keep you off dialysis for years longer than you would otherwise maintain independence. Start implementing these changes right now with your very next meal. Don't wait for Monday or next month. Every day you delay is another day of unnecessary damage to kidneys that are already struggling. You now have the knowledge. The question is whether you'll use it to protect yourself or continue down the path toward kidney failure. Choose wisely, choose consistently, and give your kidneys the support they desperately need.